Stay full track right, just like they told us in the driver's meeting. They said 3 cars coming behind us. And we want to get the car warmed up here a little bit, even though I've been out this morning. I want to get the tires warmed up. You're going to hear them squeal, by the way. And that's because they're street tires. They're perfectly normal. So in this car, it looks weird, but we're going to head for this red barn. And we're just going to tap the brakes just before we fall off the track and turn in really early because we've got all this track over on the right-hand side of the cars. A lot of times these turns we take, they look really odd where I turn in. But it's because we need to use all the track that we're coming onto, and we want to set up the next corner. It's not so much about the one corner or the one turn. It's all about the fluidity of track. Brakes here, turn in. We're going to get this guy biased because he's flying pretty good. I'm going to have to lift because he doesn't have window down, window down. It's called a roller coaster, and it's named that because you want a series of turns while you're kind of going downhill. Doing okay? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. And then this last corner that turns on is straightaway. flag is James Forest put it 5th year. Just let it idle. We check all of our gauges. We got up to 219 oil. That's a lot in the park. Air pressure, 31 on the front. We got up to 35. Car performed great. It's lovely. Had a great day. A little wave to the corner number. But those guys are all wired up. If there's a problem, that's a little flag, and that's when you know they need to take action. If you see a yellow or a debris flag or something like that.
How do you not fly all over the place? I'm sitting over here holding the handle. You're just used to knowing which way your body needs to turn?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. First and foremost, I've got this thing called a steering wheel. It gives me a tremendous amount of stability. You don't have that. Alright, now I'm putting in the pit in signal, my fist straight up in the air. That lets everybody know that I'm headed into the pits. I'm going to give this guy a little wave and give us a thumbs up. So that's a major thing. I got the steering wheel that I'm holding on to with both hands. Secondly, yeah, I know exactly where we're going and you don't, so I know how to brace myself for that. And I got my left foot down here on the ground when it's not on the clutch, and that's pushing me back in the seat and holding stability. But yeah, the big thing was obviously I got this big steering wheel.
Is there any reason that you don't eat while you're here? Does that bother you when you're driving?
No, not really. I do sometimes. I bring breakfast bars, but I'll go over and get sometimes I get chicken nuggets or something over here. It's not that I never do. Just depends on the day. Sometimes I'm not hungry. But no, it's not because it's going to make me sick or anything like that. It's just that, well, think about it. If I'm not hungry, I don't eat, I guess.
Well, you just get excited out here, and this is your passion.
Let's see, red and then yellow, right? Yeah. So I don't have my green student until yellow's done. So what we do now is actually I'm going to slip this off, put it back here, and if you can duck down, you're free to do that as well.
Okay.
If you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine too. And we need to stop this thing because we don't want to record forever. Otherwise it'll just keep recording. That helmet was pretty much the right size for you. I mean, in terms of it held the speaker where it needed to be, right?
So yeah, that's good. It's just stuck in these straps on. I'm not used to them.
What we're doing now is we're just taking a little cool down lap. We weren't out there that long, so I'm going to make this a real short one. Usually I go all the way down to the entrance where we came in. But this is just spinning the brake rotors and cooling them. It allows air to circulate around them. I actually have ducts that come in from the front of the car that blow on the rotors. So this is just giving them an opportunity to cool down slowly versus coming off the track and they're burning hot and just parking the car. Then they cool down very quickly, and there's a tendency for them to then crack. You'll find more cracking when that happens. So I just take a little cool down lap. Again, usually I go all the way up to the front like that ZR1 right there is doing. That's the 638 horsepower V8 or Corvette. This one's big brother. And it gives a chance for the oil temperature to come down. Shoot, we're already down to 190. That's a walk in the park. It's loving this cooler weather. In fact, cooler weather, cold air condenses better than warm air. And as a result of that, you make more horsepower when it's 50 degrees than you will when it's 70 degrees than you will when it's 90 degrees. And it's noticeable. This morning on that back straight, I was touching 160 and I was not trying. A lot of times I'll be trying and I won't get to that top speed. It was flying this morning because of the cool temperatures. Actually, I have to be a little bit careful because you got that horsepower and just those little split seconds, like I said, you travel 3/4 of a football field in a second at those kinds of speeds. So just a blink of the eye and you're 10 or 20 or 30 feet further on than what you thought you were going to be. So that was a really short session for you, but how did that feel?
Felt good.
Good.
Can't believe somebody's got a number 13 on a car.
Found that to be not the stereotypical bad number.
No. Matter of fact, my son played baseball. When he was 13 years old, he had number 13 on. Jersey 13.
Oh, is that right?
This guy had the awfulest time over here. The second vehicle in.
Oh, yeah?
Get his car off. He wouldn't start for a long time.
Oh, is that right? Well, I don't know if you noticed, but were you up in the stand when I came in?
No.
I went out for my first session. I got around just the first lap on the back straight, and my hood popped up.
Oh no!
Those guys, when they checked this stuff, they put the hood down, but they didn't latch it.
Oh gosh!
Yeah. So I'm like at 120 miles an hour back there, passing a car who had pointed me by, and this thing pops up and starts doing one of these numbers.
Oh no!
I was like, oh my goodness!
If that thing came off.
So I motioned to him, to the guy who's passing. And he saw it. He knew what was going on, so I immediately came in, and I just came down pit lane and opened it up and
you must did your laps before I got up there.
And secured it.
But I got in that crow's nest. That was a good place to be.
That's a crazy place, isn't it?
Yeah.
These cars come rambling by there.